What's going on, YouTubers? It's me once again, RKO2582, here to do my Raw Super Show review for April the 16th, 2012. And man, we came off after a long week of no wrestling, but I'm happy back on Monday. So, anyways, let's not waste any time and get this review underway. Yes, and I forgot to tell you that Raw was taped at England, of course, London, England. But enough about that. All right, we kicked off Raw tonight with the WWE Title match. Believe it or not, we had the no count, no disqualification WWE Title match once again with Mark Henry and best in the world CM Punk for the WWE Championship. And this was a good way to kick off tonight's Raw. I mean. And of course, I enjoyed, as you heard throughout the night, the yes, yes, yes chants. I love England. I love them. And much better crowd than last week's crowd. That's all I got to tell you. And Henry was punishing Punk early in the match. I mean, and Punk started coming back, and then he did this running javelin. And then Henry was once again squashing CM Punk's head. And I like this spot that Punk did. He was running up the barricade, did a bulldog. Oh my god, that was a sick move. I enjoyed that spot very much. And I enjoyed this, the kicks, Punk kicks, the yes, yes, yes. Oh god, I love those chants. And Henry was once again, beating down Punk. Thought he was gonna hit him with the strongest slam, but no, Punk counters. Yeah, he does that knee bulldog combo like he usually does, but Henry blocked that, and then he ran to the steel chair that CM Punk set up early in the match, and of course he used the chair to his advantage, and then Punk did like a steel chair elbow, and boom, 1, 2, 3, your winner, and still WWE Champion CM Punk, best in the world once again, and then guess who was on the Titantron? Y2J, Chris Jericho, that enabler. And he's all like, congratulations, Punk. Yeah. And then he's like, once again, he said, after my recent actions, I was granted another WWE title match. He said, but this time, we're going to do it in a Chicago street fight match. I was like, whoa, yep. As you know, it's in Punk's hometown, and then he took some footage of Punk going to the pub earlier in the day, and then showed him coming out of it. And he was pretty much once again criticized, saying like Punk took a drink and stuff. And Punk was like, really? He's like where's the other footage and stuff? He said that was just bars. You just take him from coming in and out without actually going inside the pub. He said all I care about is kicking your ass, Y2J, and I agree. And then he's like, you're losing it, Punk. He said, not only you're going to lose your mind, you're going to lose the WWE Championship. And just when Punk was about to, I figured he was going to lay the pipe bomb on, and Jericho goes away. Damn it. So Y2J got away again. But I almost say next week's Raw, the 3 hours, Jericho ain't going to run no more from CM Punk. So, Punk, Y2J is on. Alright, we had Santino Marella and Carlton Banks, David Otunga for the U.S. Championship. Yes, I am dead serious. Oh my god, how many times are we going to see these two fight? I do not want to see them fight for the umpteenth time. But anyway, really, what happened was after Otunga hit the bird, I thought, oh god, no, they better not make Carlton Banks the U.S. champion, but thank God Santino kicked out, and then here's the Cobra for the win. 1, 2, 3, your winner. Santino Marella, still U.S. champion. And here, one of the things I was looking forward to tonight, the Brock Lesnar interview. Yeah, pretty much, he was pretty much saying what he wanted to say, being himself. As people been saying, he's nothing but a cocky, arrogant asshole, which he is. I mean, can't deny it. But at the same time, you can't ignore that he did a good job with this interview. He pretty much said clear as day, like, that he's an ass kicker. a destroyer. He said, I'm not a superstar. He said, in high school, I was dominant. In college, NCAA, dominant. In WWE, I was dominant. I was a three-time WWE champion. He still holds the fact that he's the youngest WWE champion still to this day. And he said no one has done what Brock Lesnar done before him and after him. And then after he left WWE, as you know, he flicked off the fans, which I hated. Yeah, I really hated him at that time. And then he went to UFC, and then he dominated there. He became their world champion, and he just in that short amount of time, just like he did the first run, WWE 2 years, and he was kicking ass and taking names. But then he said, "I came back for the fans." He said, "I missed the crowd and stuff." Yeah, but at the same time, you know what he's really there for. Money. But anyway, but he still sold it like a pro though. And then he's like Cena thinks he's at the top once again. He said if I was still there in the 8 years, he said he would be carrying my bags. And then he said at their match at Extreme Rules is just like the name of the pay-per-view. It's gonna be an Extreme Rules match. Oh my God, I cannot wait for this pay-per-view. I mean, those two are really gonna kill each other. See, that's the feeling I want for this match, and I know that's gonna pretty much close the show hands down. After all, it is Brock Lesnar's first match in 8 years coming back to WWE. So once again, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Extreme Rules match at the pay-per-view. Alright, next we had Kane versus Zack Ryder. Woo, 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 you know it. But really, Zack Ryder had no chance. And the match didn't really even start, so pretty much Kane just whooped Zack Ryder's ass and big boot chokeslam, and then Kane cut the promo saying like he was happy that he took the orders out, and then he's like, like father, like son to both of them. And then John Cena comes out, rises above the head, and of course, England cannot stand this guy. And then John Cena thinks it after we had, WrestleMania 28 fan with the end of an era, he feels like it's going to be the end of the Cena era. And then, of course, he was paired to the crowd with it. Yes, 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 yes. Love them. And then, of course, and he thinks in Folkman's mind thinking, Cena sucks. And then he brought Lesnar in just to, as he wanted legitimacy back in WWE and the fact he thinks he's the new face, yes, new face of the WWE. And then Lesnar does nothing but domination, pain, and torture. And then he said on April 29th, and he said he Cena admitted that he was afraid, but he said, but on April 29th, Lesnar's won all. But for Cena, he said, I'm fighting for what's mine. He said, I'm ready for that ass whooping. He said, I'm ready to face Brock Lesnar Extreme Rules and stuff. So I'm happy John Cena's getting serious. You know what? For the first time, since WrestleMania 20, it's about time John Cena got serious again. That's the Cena I like. That's the Cena I want to see all the time, but I'm asking too much. And then, here comes Fuckman Johnny Ace. Yeah, of course, saying his usual, I'm the executive vice president of talent relations and all that stuff. And then he's like, oh, guess what, John Cena? Later tonight, you have an Extreme Rules match, and I'm not going to tell you who your opponent is. I don't want to spoil it for everyone. And he said, and next week, you, Brock Lesnar, we're going to have your contract signing for your Extreme Rules match at the pay-per-view. And oh yeah, it may be the end of an era, but it's the beginning of the era of people power. Yeah. Oh, I hate you, John. Screw you. Oh, baby. Oh, another thing I was really invested in tonight. I was looking forward to boom, boom, boom. Kofi Kingston, and sadly the crowd didn't give a crap about him. And then, yes, I love this man. I don't care what y'all say about D.Bryan. And as you know, when he came out, it was yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah. Daniel Bryan comes out, and this match came about when Kofi was trying, like, hit on AJ. Oh no, Kofi, no, AJ mine, bro. But it was still funny though. And then Daniel Bryan says, "I'm better than LaBelle," or the name he renamed it after him. He said, "From now on, I'm gonna call, instead of the LaBelle, I'm gonna call it the Yes Rock," and I love it. Gotta cash in on that yes thing. And this was not a bad match. I really enjoyed this match. Two of my favorites going at it. And the hip toss that Denver earlier did, he was like, yes! And then Kofi mocked him. Ooh. And then he did a corner drop kick. And then Kofi did his eye. And I like that when he missed the Daniel Bryan knee. And then Kofi did that springboard. Oh my God. That crossbody he's done. Best crossbody in the biz, in my opinion. And Kobe was doing monkey flip. He was looking real good in this match, and then Kobe was getting all fired up. But after Trouble in Paradise got countered until we thought it was going to be yes line, but no, SOS close count, and then he misses the crossbar again. Then he locks in the yes lock, and he taps and Daniel Bryan yes, 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 and then Kobe was still tapping, he was still locked, and then here comes Sheamus, the World Heavyweight Champion, saving Kobe, and D.Bryan runs away. So it would surprise me if Sheamus and Kofi had like a tag match this coming Friday. SmackDown going against D.Bryan, whoever his partner's going to be. Alright, next we had oh, gonna raw Funkasaurus. Oh yeah, Brodus Clay playing fault, baby, going up against Here to Show the World, Dolph Ziggler, and then pretty much it wasn't really a match. This was just thrown out because Swagger got involved and stuff, and then Vicky was like, hey, she pushed Cameron down, and then my sister, my girl, Naomi, who I love almost as age, she pushed Vicky behind down, and it was somebody your mama party, baby. Yeah, Funkasaurus party. Oh yeah, love Brodus Clay, and I hope he goes further to the top. Our next match was pretty much a tag team gyro match between the Great Khali Warren and the Big Show, Intercontinental Champ, going up against Epico and Primo, and of course can't have Rosa Mendez in the corner. And pretty much, yeah, the Giants own those guys, and one with the choke slam and the Punjabi plunge. 1, 2, 3, your winners. Big Show and Khali. Does this mean that Khali and Show are going to get a tag team match? From the looks of it, it might happen. Hey. Alright, now we get on to the main event tonight. John Cena in the Extreme Rules match was playing earlier tonight. And of course, Funkman and Carlton Banks had to come out. And they announced who his opponent was. And it was Lord Tensai. Or Lord Albert. Yeah. And then, and Lord Tensai was pretty much punishing Cena, of course. And then Cena gets back up, and then he still steps. And then Tensai assistant beats him up, kicks him, and then Otunga threw Cena back in. And then Cena starts getting back in the firefight with the shoulder tackles and all that usual stuff he does. And then Tensai blocks his 5-knuckle shuffle, and then he does a running senton. Oh God, that had to hurt. And then he has the STF you locked on, and then stupid Carlton Banks gets involved. But then John Cena FU's Carlton Banks out the ring. And then the miss, and then that Baldo bomb finisher. 1, 2, 3. Oh my freaking God. Lord Tensai beats John Cena, and he's still undefeated. So Lord Tensai is still looking strong for these few weeks and stuff. Oh my man. I can't believe this, man. John Cena on his back for 3 weeks in a row. That's just wow. I never thought I'd see the day. And that's how we end Raw tonight. So, and all I gotta say is, man, John Cena, man, I never thought I'd say this, but John Cena looking weak. Oh my God. But anyways, I cannot wait for next week's 3-hour Raw special. Oh man, the final Raw going into Extreme Rules. I cannot wait for this Friday SmackDown, probably live from England too. So, and look out for, of course, my SmackDown review, and I should have made this video last week, but didn't get a chance to. But I'm going to also make a video on my personal thoughts about Brock Lesnar returning to the WWE. Be on the lookout for that. All right. Anyways, this is your boy RKO 2582 done with my Raw Super Show review for April the 16th, 2012. Signing off. Take care.